Hello, we are back with another important unit in grade 10 that is based on Archimedes' principle. So, hope you all have heard about the story of the scientist Archimedes. So today I will briefly explain what is mentioned in Archimedes' principle. So, it is being discussed about fluids. Once we say a fluid, both gases and liquids are included in it. So when an object is partially or fully submerged in a fluid, here we have used water as the example, we'll see what are the forces acting on the object. According to the equilibrium of objects, equilibrium of forces acting on an object, you should be able to mark the forces acting on this accurately. Sometimes in the exam, they will ask you to mark the forces acting on this object. So here you have to concentrate on the balancing of the object. Here, all the forces should be collinear. So the weight of the object will be acting downwards. I will put W for the weight. Weight of the object will be acting downwards. And you know, as this is hung using a thread, a tension force is acting upwards. I will put T for the tension force. And you know, once an object is immersed in a fluid or immersed in water, the real weight of the object is reduced because there is an upward force acting on the object. You may have experienced this once you step into water, into a swimming pool or tank. You have experienced, we feel that our body weight has been reduced once we step into water. That is because of the upward force, which we call as the upthrust. So the upthrust is also acting on the object, and you have to mark the upthrust along the same line. You can see all the three forces are acting along the same line, collinear. If you mark it in different places, that your answer will be wrong. So according to the equilibrium, you can see as this is balanced, the upward forces should be equal to the downward force. Here we can say W equals U plus P. When we have hung the object by using the Newton balance or the spring balance, the tension is equal to the reading of the spring balance or the Newton balance. To prove the Archimedes principle, we can use this setup. We have used a metal cube which is hung by using a Newton balance. And once it is in air, you know the weight is equal to the tension. Weight is equal to the tension. And here we have put water into a displacement jar or what we call as the Eureka vessel. And we are going to immerse this object or the metal cube in water. Then some of the water will be displaced depending on the submerged volume of the object. If this is submerged half or partially submerged in water, a volume of water which is equal to the submerged volume of the metal cube will be displaced into the empty beaker. So we can measure the mass of that displaced water and we can convert it into a weight. Now here in the Archimedes principle, it is said that when an object is partially or fully submerged in a fluid, when an object is partially or fully submerged in a fluid, the upthrust the upthrust acting on the object is equal to the weight of the displaced amount of water or the fluid. If I repeat, when an object is fully or partially submerged in a fluid, the upthrust acting on the object is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. That is Archimedes' principle. So when you are asked to write this, sometimes students write the upthrust is equal to the amount of displaced water. So it is wrong. Not the amount. It is upthrust is equal to the weight of displaced fluid or water. Weight should be highlighted there. So that's all about Archimedes' principle. For the convenience of the calculations given based on this Archimedes' principle, we have to be familiar with these terms, then it will be easy for you. Real weight. Now when the object is not immersed in the fluid, or the weight which is taken in air is known as the real weight of the object. And once is submerged this object in the fluid or in water, I told you we feel a weight loss, right? The loss of weight takes place. That is because of the upthrust. We know that. So the weight or the reading visible when it is immersed in water is known as the apparent weight. It is known as the apparent weight. Drushya bhara means satya bhara. Then, as soon as we get a calculation, we can come up with this equation. Upthrust acting on the object is equal to the apparent loss of weight. Barihi aduvima, apparent loss of weight. So it is equal to real weight minus apparent weight. What is the real weight of the object? Once it is submerged in water, what is the visible weight, or what we call as the apparent weight? So the upthrust is equal to the apparent loss of weight, real weight minus apparent weight. So in Archimedes' principle, it says that this upthrust or the apparent loss of weight is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. And this is also equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. Weight of the displaced fluid. Once you keep this in mind, it will be very easy for you to do the calculations. Upthrust is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid, as well as it is equal to the apparent loss of weight.